Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Bill. This is Trying to Stand Where I try new things in pop culture because I've been living under a rock. So at the very end of March of 2020, I did a video listening to the music of Conan Gray for the first time. I had a great time, and from the looks of things, you guys seem to enjoy it. And a lot of stuff has been happening since then, and it kind of slipped through the cracks and kept sliding under my radar. So I just want to start by saying I'm very sorry that this took so long to get back to. I do read suggestions in the comments, so I took the most suggested songs on part 1's video, as well as what was still on the tally sheet I made in my journal. And yeah, we're just gonna be listening to some more Conan Gray. So yeah, we're gonna be starting with Crush Culture. I don't have a joke for that. Orange Crush, but I said that already in my Tessa Violet video. Oh, whatever. I'm excited. I am a little nervous because last time I started with the story, and that one made me sad. Good sad, you know? I like feeling things. No one's gonna call you. Oh, that's not true. What? 'Cause this baby is love. Mr. Gray, apologize! Oh, but your voice is so lovely. Oh, I don't like sad Pennywise Conan Gray. Sir! Every time I want to tell you what you're feeling is valid, you throw other people's things. Shut your damn mouth. Sorry. I'm sick of the kissing cold. Damn, that was jarring looking. Yes vibes. No, don't. Yes, okay, yes. Good. Thank you, sir. I was gonna say, please don't Harley Quinn all over that. Don't do this to anybody, but like, yeah, see? Just breathe, live your life, but damn, sir, your voice is still incredible. But every time I started to relax, the visuals made me upset. Remove the visuals for a second, and like I was saying, just that song, his voice is so just floaty lovely. There was something about, now including the visuals back in, like everyone taking those gross chalky Valentine candy things, kind of like ecstasy drops, and the way that it's lit and everything, like the dark shadows in everyone's faces. It gave me that theme of focusing so much on it to the point where it gets negative. It's like a fix or a drug almost in the visuals, you know what I mean? Like suddenly he's obsessing over it and getting so upset, but like, yes, respecting vibes. I don't want to be rude to a buddy of mine, so I won't use names, but it reminded me of talking to a friend of mine in high school who was getting so upset and hard on himself that he hadn't dated anyone yet, if that makes sense. Like he hadn't been in a relationship, and like he was just so kind of wearing himself down over that fact, and it like really hurt me because I'm just like, that shouldn't be a defining element, you know what I mean? And you know, live your life, you know, figure out who you are. If a person comes along, awesome, provided you even, you know, want that. It hurt me because it felt like it was geared more towards how he perceives other people see him, that kind of fueled that frustration, and then like having to look at it all the time, I think bothered him, and I kind of appreciated getting kind of another look at that emotion or that feeling. I understand the idea being like wanting to lash out at people who are in relationships who are happy because you're dwelling too much on your own situation. I like to think it was all in Conan Gray character's head, if that makes sense. But then like the kind of weird, darkly lit like singles session culty kind of, I think it also just talks about how scary dating, meeting people, like you feel kind of like out of place or out of sorts. But I really loved the song, and I love the video. I'm not saying I didn't like the video. It was just, it's that perplexing high energy visual with like a low energy contemplative sound, and I really liked it. Adding the two together, it kind of gives you a complexity to the emotion where it's not just a dour feeling, but it's also not an angry, visceral reaction, like kind of giving breath to both levels, because one could experience both or just one or none at all, almost like it illustrates different avenues or possibilities for feeling that way. First, I thought it was like the person he's waiting to text him back is the one talking to the teacher or holding somebody else's hand. But yeah, let's check out the lyrics. Hold on, actually, the beginning of the song reminded me. I have my ringer on.
This is how it reminds you.
Of what I really am, Conan Gray. He reminds me to silence my cell phone. Hire me. I don't care if I'm forever alone. I'm not falling for you. because this baby is love proof. Okay, yeah. Definitely starts in that place of like that kind of cold, that I don't care if you text me, I didn't really want to date you anyway, and starting to like tell yourself or tell others like whatever, it's not a big deal, I don't care anyway, instead of just being honest and admitting that it hurts you, because that's a hard thing for people to do, which is fine. But then also taking the time to like see it around you and see it kind of fester and build up. It's the emotional like kind of dissonance that you feel from the song and the lyrics, because the lyrics are so aggressive, like shut your damn mouth, they'll just find someone else, I don't care what you say. Like, it's a lot of really intense lyrics, and I think, like I was saying earlier, it does touch on the complexities and the different things that one could feel in that situation, but also I think, obviously, the visuals of being in a public school setting, you know, being in school, no matter which school it is, elementary, middle school, high school, college, grad school, whatever, you're kind of placed in this fishbowl of sorts where you're seeing the same people for lengthy periods of time over and over again. So what people see and what people hear about you and say about you like really matters. Your environment's so stationary. Granted, that's just my perspective coming from a cow town in the middle of nowhere off a highway. I know I said this the first time I listened to him, but like he's one of those artists who really wish could have existed when I was in high school and came into my life when I was in high school. But I do kind of love that feeling where it's like the lyrics being really aggressive, the video being so high energy, but the musicality being so subdued. Like I said, I like playing with those levels, but I also like that it kind of plays with that disconnect. It's somebody not wanting to be honest with what they're feeling, because either they're shutting down and shoving people away and isolating their emotions, or they're lashing out. It gives you that like counterproductive emotional through line, and I think it really adds and illustrates to the complexity of that feeling. Damn. And his voice is just butter on flapjacks. I love listening to his voice. Oh, I really enjoyed that. And it really did like kind of take me to that, you know, even now, like I have times in my life where I'm not letting myself feel something because like, you know, don't be stressed until you get this done. Don't be stressed so other people won't freak out. Like, it really does kind of help illustrate that feeling and how it's like, well, if you were honest with how you're feeling, maybe you wouldn't be lashing out. Like, I love how it kind of yields the errors in being human emotionally, you know? This one does not sound happy, and I'm a little nervous, but that's okay. Next is the lyric video for The Cut That Always Bleeds.
I don't love you anymore.
Oh, damn.
Can't
Ooh. Oh, Ooh, sir. Yes, let that word go on, sir.
Can't your lover on a leash.
Like, oh my god.
Ooh. The cut that always.
Oh, I really liked that, but that also, rightfully so, that also got really just scary. There was something about when the music just kind of cuts out, it felt like that heart-stopping, like, confrontational kind of moment with somebody. You don't know how they're going to respond. It's something you kept telling yourself you were gonna say, and then it just still feels like it blurted out of you, you know, like a surprise as well as a freeze up, if that makes any sense. It can be very hard to leave a situation or relationship that's not good for you, but good for you for still doing it, you know? Like, you can feel so much pain in the vocals and the runs on Bleeds. Like, I don't know, it really caught me on this, like, idea that this isn't the first conversation or feeling between these two people. You can feel, like, the heartbeat start to rise when the percussion starts to kick in a little more. And like I said, you can also feel it stop. You can feel the sudden change in the room or the energy. I really admire how you can invoke such a specific and visceral emotion like that, you know? But I love the pursuing sentiment of something in this dynamic not being fair to the POV, feeling like something that's been so ongoing, like insisting like I'm not going to be controlled like this or manipulated like this, insist on you being treated fairly. If not by that person, then you will be treated fairly by somebody else, you know? It doesn't mean you don't care about the other person, and that's what makes it so hard. That's what builds that kind of conflict and why it's so difficult sometimes for some people. And I also appreciate you, while advocating you can't treat me like this, like also illuminating that that person could still care for the hostile person in the relationship too. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it kind of gives added perspective and voice to a toxic or a negative relationship. I admire that. I admire taking the time to support and stand up for this person, but also at the same time show it's not always easy for the person in that situation as the point of view, you know? I really admire that. The music cuts out, like you kind of hold your breath with the song like you're in that room, you know? Which the video too, the blood kept slowly spilling. Like those lasting effects could linger and have other side effects or consequences later. Oh, affluenza. I thought it was influenza. I'm like, oh no, now you're sick? The lyric video for affluenza.
Almost got a new man.
Ooh, I love that it's written on the dollar. Ooh, yeah.
They say money can't buy you no.
And like, is it rude of me to say that this also slaps? Like, this absolutely bangs, and it's so upsetting. I'm so conflicted over how much I love the music. God damn, that might be my favorite one of this video so far. I felt guilty because that's such an upsetting point and topic to kind of hit on. Money not giving you happiness, and I wish I could be like the cool kids, but like just miserable with more resources. Oh, I loved the way it felt and moved through my body, but like, then the lyrics kept slapping me in the face. Like, is it wrong for something sad to just, like, bang? I think, as told by Ginger, made it very clear, the grass is much greener on the other side. I think it's really hard to convince me that someone in a more well-off financial place growing up has problems, but I believe you. I don't want to say difficult selling point, because I don't want to, like, disvalue the feelings of, you know, other people, but I feel like that's such a hard thing to like really pull the point across, and I feel like he did that really well. Like, I really liked the lyrics, and there's something about like, even like I was saying, like really enjoying the music, but then the lyrics keep kind of hitting you. It's almost like the music equivalent of, oh cool, my friend has a Mercedes, like my friend's parents are loaded and I get to, you know, get drunk on their pool full of champagne while they're out for the third weekend in a row. Like, enjoying all the partying and the fun side of it, and then the lyrics are kind of hitting you with the reality of it, you know what I mean? Like, you know, they're also isolated, alone, like they're kind of in this state of like apathy, like stability in a different sense than financially. Like there's other issues there too, like money isn't happiness. Almost like the song is the rich friend that you realize you're kind of taking advantage of. Does that make sense? And I really like that, because like I said, kind of going back a page to The Cut That Always Bleeds, illustrating a character but then illuminating a further layer or point of the character or another aspect of the point of view. And I really admire that, because there's something about it that not only creates humanity for these characters, but also gets you to kind of think and feel and relate to that person. Suddenly I'm listening to more of the problems and more of the issues, and still feeling that kind of daze. It still had an amazing sound to it. Like, I loved it throughout. It felt rude. To make this clear, I felt rude. It gives you those layers. Like, it always starts with something that, you know, is enticing, that is desirable. Fat stacks, cold cash. I'm looking at the lyrics. Each stanza starts with something happy, fat stacks, gold cash, and ends with 80 grand in both your hands, but no love. I would even argue it kind of gives you that feeling of like it's not really the same as earning it, and maybe that begets some of it. Damn, I really like that song. This easily could have been like party rock kind of vibe. Like this could have been all about throwing the money in the air, just upbeat and about wealth and money and partying, but like kind of those other layers and elements to it. And I really admire that, and I really like it and enjoy it. But like, damn, I'm definitely not who this song is about, but I'm definitely someone who needs to be reminded of this from time to time too. You know what I mean? I think it's easy sometimes to not see someone with more than you as also a human being struggling with things. I really appreciate that level of observation and wanting to kind of touch on it without jeopardizing one's want for another person or family's financial situation. You know, like it was never, oh, like money doesn't mean anything. It doesn't fix everything. Next, we have a favorite in the chess club, Checkmate, the official music video. That was really dumb. Yeah, you look very disappointed in me. That's fine, so am I.
2 thumbs down.
Yeah. You should thumbs up the video, though, to counterbalance it. Leave a comment, like the videos, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, yada yada YouTube words. All right. Oh, I'm going to regret that. It's going to be upsetting.
Reschedule our date.
I'm so sorry, I gotta cancel, but...
Oh. We can hang out, Conan Gray.
You think you're funny, right?
Ooh.
Telling me truths that
Oh.
now I'm gonna ruin your life.
Ah!
Tell me you love me, then you throw me away.
Hell yeah. Not your situation, but the music.
Kissing someone else's tongue.
Oh, damn. No, yeah, no. The editing for this is gorgeous. Oh, the Barbie dolls are freaking me out. Also, hell yeah, be horror movies.
You're in this.
Oh, Jesus, Mr. Gray, no, please don't. Not that. Did Conan Gray just kill 2 people? Okay. It's just evil serial killer Amazon, that's fine. Fund USPS, hell yeah, Conan Gray for at least using the postal service. Now I'm just glad Conan Gray's not a murderer in his music video. Damn, again, leading up to the big reveal in the video of like going crazy and tying them up and shipping them off to the middle of nowhere. The music, the video, and the lyrics all having a different emotional stasis to them kind of really sets you up for that distaste and dissonance throughout, and I really love that. But damn, that was one where like it also really like had like a great like upbeat kind of groove to it, and then you're just kind of listening to the lyrics and suddenly it takes on this whole other meaning. But like it felt very liberating. You finally figured it out. Like you know what's going on, you have more information, you're no longer second guessing. Yes, this is a relationship. I have you cornered now. I have the information you don't know I have. Checkmate. Like I figured it out. Like that constant energy to it. Like it almost felt like it was musically laughing. I also don't think this is the first video where I've seen you eating cereal. Why do I feel like I've seen you eat cereal at least once or twice before this? I don't like the idea of people hurting or betraying you, but I also liked it kind of reminded me of Maniac, where it was like about a bad or a negative or a tense theme in relationships, but the music being so uplifting and powerful, like, you know, taking back control, like, or in this case, taking back control in a chaotic, evil way. I don't know, there's something so exhilarating about it. Like, it's not the end of the world that this shitty relationship is now ending. Just like with Maniac, oh, that's awful, but now that I understand that it's awful and I understand what's happening and what happened, it's time to end this and move on. You know, by not killing them, I feel a little better kind of feeling that feeling. Yeah, like sending them off. It's like, oh, you want to be together? Then go be together on a deserted island. I'm taking my life back and I'm moving away from this and I'm moving forward. Like I said, like Maniac, like that energy of like, now that I've figured out this toxic thing in my life, I can be rid of it and I can be free. I really enjoyed that. Oh, also with the editing being so fast, I couldn't tell until I remembered the voicemails at the beginning. It could have been a date that he had originally with either one of them. Like the way the editing was moving so fast because they were like both sitting together at the table, individually each with him at the table. It almost didn't matter who's the friend that betrayed you, who was the partner that betrayed you, if they were both your partners that betrayed you together, like Bonnie and Clyde style. Maybe that's why things escalated. Both were messing with him. It left you with this kind of very malleable ambiguity with the editing especially that I really enjoyed. But yeah, also I support you supporting the post office. Buy stamps. And let's see how the lyrics are doing. You think you're funny, right? Yes, I do. You think you're funny, right? Yeah, because it starts with that like confrontation to it. Yeah, I kind of double down on that sentiment. The energy being so high. It's like he knows from the beginning of the song. There's no moment like later in the song where it's like, oh wait, hold on, I figured it out. Checkmate. It already was in Checkmate. Now I have all the cards. Now it's my move. It's time to duel. You activated my trap card. Damn, I didn't notice how aggressive some of the lyrics got, listing off all these different things like, oh, how I'll get even, like I'll wreck your car. What was the other one? Max your credit cards, which that could damage you for life. Feels like someone like kind of working out like, ooh, this is what I'll say, and ooh, the things that I could do, like someone who kind of has that ability because of the knowledge, because of the checkmate, being 2 steps ahead, like a winner in a game of chess. You have that time to kind of gestate and like dwell on like, you know, kind of formulate like, ooh, I'm going to say this, I'm going to stand like this, and I'm going to go, no, Stephanie, you know, like kind of really plotting it out in your mind. I really kind of like taking in that energy and that anticipation of it, you know, very bothersome when then you realize that he premeditated tying them up in bags and shipping them away. I like that extra, that chewy center to the emotion where it's like overthink it and like work out my plan and my scheme. I could do this, I could do this. Like you can kind of feel that like rise biding your time, like already knowing and waiting for the perfect moment to like show them both that while you are the one heartbroken, it is they who are the fools for underestimating you. Like, you know, planning your next steps. An emotion isn't just a simple emotion to Conan Gray. I really love like really feeling that you'll eat something that has a second flavor to it that surprises you. I feel like with Conan Gray, if you break it in half like I'm doing, you can see chocolate and then a layer of peanut butter and then chocolate. You know, like you can see the layers of it if you like take the time to really dissect it. But then if you just, you know, eat it and not take the time to dissect it, you're still going to enjoy peanut butter and chocolate. And that's great, unless you have an allergy, in which case, sorry. But I really love that. You know, I love that it's never just one feeling. It's never heartbroken, and it's never just exhilarated. It's never just angry and revenge driven. Like there's more than one going on at once, and you can really start to feel the gears turning in this one, like the anticipation and the rise of it. Like I really like that. That was really fun, and that's weird to say given the visuals. I wish you didn't have to go through that or have the ways or means to write a song like this, but I really enjoyed it. I do also want to make it clear that like actual violent revenge is bad, and I think that's also the point here, was how crazy that was at the end. Just wanted to include that. Sorry, I accidentally pulled up the lyrics to You Never Call Me When You're Sober, which is also a great song, don't get me wrong. And I apologize if anyone watching this has gotten this far and now also has You never call me when you're sober stuck in your head, like it's going through mine right now. That's Evanescence. Don't cry to me.
I got ya.
You want me. Come find me, make up your mind. I'm trying to be quiet, but I also want to sing that song right now. Shout out to my little sister who invaded Evanescence into my brain growing up. Focusing, we're closing out the night with the official video for Conan Gray's Wish You Were Sober.
This party shit.
Damn, is Conan Gray in Suicide Squad?
19, but you act 25 now.
Ooh.
Too sweet, but I wish you were sober.
Oh, damn, I'm sorry, dude.
Too sweet, but I wish you were sober.
Whew. That note, but also the point he's making here. That makes me sad. Oh, hello.
I wish you were
Oh,
sober.
Someone go check on him. He just fell out a goddamn window. The man's a treasure. Damn. That was a gorgeous video. Before I look at the lyrics, what I got from it, I very much admire, which is the point of not wanting drunk hookup culture, like actually liking someone and wishing that things would move in that direction without the alcohol involved. If that makes sense. Like, it felt like he was trying not to drink. Like, he was just kind of patiently sitting, like, you know, enjoying the party, like watching the people do all the party things. Suddenly the person's, you know, getting tipsy, like actually going a lot harder. And he's like, okay, cool. Like, I was hoping to have like a moderately to completely sober time and interaction with you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I wasn't expecting us to get trashed and then we're going to acknowledge each other. Never mind, I thought we were also going to hang out at the party, but yeah, I guess we can turn down for what instead. Which, again, like, sir, you are a master of, like, sad party jams. Like, that song really rocked, and I loved the sound of it, but it was very sad. I wouldn't go outside for some air because the song is playing at a party. You know what I mean? Like, it still has a great beat to it, like it would now, because now it would connect it to this conversation in this video. But damn, I also really like your voice, but I really like that sentiment. Like, it's the sad part of like a teen comedy party movie where it's like maybe this was the night where he was going to tell this person how he felt and, you know, wanting to like, you know, next let's hang out, just us. We can get food or take a walk or see a movie, like wanting to take that next step. And then it's like, oh, you're trashed. And then, oh, now you'll spend time with me because you're trashed, you know? It's very heartbreaking, but I also admire that concept too of like, it wasn't like, oh, let's get trashed so I can finally talk to this person I want to talk to. It's, hey, I want to have a sober, honest interaction with you. Okay, cool. That's not what you want? I respect that. I found that really interesting. But let's take a look at them lyrics. This party wish we could dip. Yes. Go anywhere but here. Don't take a hit. Don't kiss my lips, and please don't drink more beer. Oh, wow. Take me where the music ain't too loud. Yeah! He wants, you know, somewhere where the music's, you know, not as aggressive, you know, wishing that, you know, this other person wasn't so messed up. I'm also not seeing a specific pronoun, and I admire that. Love the inclusivity. But I'm over this roller coaster. Yeah, okay. It's that vibe of like, I'm not doing this process of like getting trashed and then we're gonna just hook up. That respect both for what you want out of a relationship, but also respect for the other person as well. The distaste you have for either that particular party or that kind of scene not being your thing, you know? I felt like it was respectful, but not putting down the people who do like going out and partying and stuff, you know? Like it wasn't, partying is stupid, it's this party is stupid. I don't want to do this either right now or in this dynamic or situation. I feel like a bit of a broken record here, but I really love that like the song, it's so disarming when the song's like, oh hell yeah, like let's kind of move to this, let's really feel this. I wish you were sober and I'm not just gonna like randomly hook up with you. Oh. Okay, well, that's respectable. Hell yeah. Like, I like how it kind of, like, disarms you with that. It really feels like there was a hope of something more, because it's like, I know we're not just hanging out. Yeah, here it is. Honestly, you always let me down, and I know we're not just hanging out. You're also right in that sense, too, that you deserve someone that'll acknowledge and pay attention to you when they're sober as well. When there's substances involved, you're a lot more flirty with me, and I wish it was the same way when you're sober. That's upsetting, but I also really like the song. I feel so conflicted liking the songs, because it's me saying like, man, I really like it when you're sad, or when you talk about things that make you sad, or upset you, or upsetting things that have happened. Like, it makes me feel bad, but like, god damn, I really like your voice. I love the music. I love how each song has sounded so different, but like, the thing that you do isn't dictated by like a specific sound or moment. The thing that you do that's so consistent is the layering of emotions and themes and the clashing of sounds with lyrics and then also visuals when you incorporate visuals. Your consistency is complexity. No two songs sound the same, but you put the same amount of care into each song. It's always exciting to talk about your music. It's always wonderful to listen to it. I'm really sorry that it took me 6 months to do a part 2, but to be fair, a lot has happened since then. I hope you're doing well, sir. Oh, I really liked that. The detail that's put into it, the care to like make a clash happen, but then like the clash has such resonance. Each thing had like something really profound to say about like not only a dynamic, but then also a second angle or layer to that dynamic. Like it wasn't just, gee, I wish that you were sober right now and this felt more like a date. It also felt like a comment on party and hookup culture. Checkmate being about like, you know, not only heartbreak and revenge, but then also like that buildup of emotion from figuring it out and then like waiting for the right moment to strike and how that'll like add and escalate things. Yeah, there's people that have money, but they have a lot of problems of their own despite that money, and money doesn't equate to a perfect situation or life. Everything has just more weight or another angle to it. And I really admire how you take on the world through your music in that way. Damn, it is always a joy to listen to and discuss your music. I really enjoyed myself. I hope you guys did too. But yeah, there you guys go. What do you guys think? What do you think of my thoughts? What do you think of the songs? Let me know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like the video if you did. Subscribe if you want more. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget that there are links in the description for resources and education on Black Lives Matter, the Trevor Project, and mental health resources should you or someone you know need them. Please be mindful and respectful to each other and what's going on in the world. And remember to take care of yourselves, please.